So I want to do one final video tutorial for Goodreads so that I have the most up-to-date version of Goodreads and the process to use to type in your reviews. I know it's changed a little bit from quarter one and quarter two, but this was sort of a learning process for all of us, and now I feel like we've arrived at the best solution with this current way. Some of you have asked why I'm using Goodreads and why you can't just handwrite it or send it in an email. The answer is A, it's really tough for me to keep track of all the reviews when they're handed to me in a bunch of different formats. It's easy for things to get misplaced or me to miss revisions and things like that you've done. And two, it's really cool. I look in my newsfeed on Goodreads and I see you interacting with each other, reading each other's reviews and commenting, and I think that that's really beneficial. You get a chance to write for somebody other than just me. You get to see each other's writing, and you get some feedback on what books are good and what books you may want to skip. So I do recommend, however, that when you first write your review, you either do it in Google Docs so you have a copy of it really ready, or you do it in Notes, just in case Goodreads, something goes wrong with it. If it crashes, it doesn't save automatically, whereas Notes does. So I'm going to go forward and pretend that I've written here book review for Allegiant with an awesome summary and a killer recommendation. I use the rubric to ensure a proficient product, and I'm all done. I've read it over in Notes, I've proofread it, I've checked it with the rubric, and now what I want to do is hold down select all, copy this. Then I want to open up Goodreads. Once you're there, again, you've got this news feed where you can go through and see what your friends are reading. There's a search bar up at the top, and there's one at the bottom. I'll just go to the top, and I'm going to type in Allegiant is the book that I've read. Allegiant. And what I want to do is find the book. So what you want to do quickly first is just to give it a star rating. I'm not grading your star rating, and you could get away without doing it, but it's really helpful to give a star rating because that'll give us some data for you to get book recommendations in the future. I didn't really like Allegiant, so I'm going to just give it 2 stars. Once you've done that, you'll have this little box for write a review, and all you have to do to write your review is click it. Once you're here, you can put a start and a finish date if you want to, but you don't have to. And then all you need to do is click in the text box, hold down your thumb, paste, and there it is. So as long as you've copied it from there, it should be good. If you like to live dangerously and you want to type it all in here from scratch, you're more than welcome to try it. Don't say I didn't warn you, though, if it doesn't post correctly. So one thing I will tell you is that if you do use spoilers, you want to click that. You'll see that little spoilers tab there above the Q. That way it'll black out parts of your review so that you don't ruin the book for other people. Once you've checked over that everything is pasted properly, you just select Done. And you'll be able to see that your review is posted on the book's website, right down here where it says Review. It'll show up that way. If you do, if you view comments there, if people like it or comment, you can see it there. And if you do need to change it for any reason, if you need to revise it or if something went wrong, then all you have to do is click again right there where it says, and then the text box will come up, and then you can add stuff to it. And then done. And that's it. Then you can go around and read books from your friends and do other things like that. I do want to show you quickly how I am going to be checking yours, so please make sure that you have friended me. If you haven't friended me, you can find me a link on the classroom website to do that, or you can look at some other people that you're friends with. They're almost all friends with me. So what I'll do is I'll go through each of your profiles and I'll click on it. I'm going to use Isabella here because she had a nice review the last time. So what I'll do is I'll go through with my gradebook and check each of you individually. So I've gotten Isabella, and what I'll do is I'll look down and I'll see her recent updates and see that she typed up this review during quarter 3. I'll go through it. It says read in February 2015. I'll go through it and I'll just make sure that it jibes with the partner rubric that I received and fulfills the requirements of the assignment. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, the expectation is, unless you've talked to me and you have an accommodation, that you are doing 2 book reviews each quarter on Goodreads. If you only submit 1 Goodreads review, the highest you can get is developing on that learning target. So there will be 3 different dates throughout the quarter that you'll be expected to go through with your partner and assess your reviews together. So if you have any questions, please let me know, kevin.hansen@spps.org, and I hope this was helpful.